Welcome back, familiar, to NorthsideLDN. And after Arsenal get the win, we're coming out with Arsenal have put the pressure back on. Apparently, we are breaking records. Let's get straight into it.
Come away and we've won 2-0 away from home. We've now broken a record that we're not even talking Premier League because, you know, there was a life before the Premier League. Arsenal have never gone 6 away games and not conceded a goal. Get your head around that. We're not talking the last 5 years, last 10 years, the Premier League. Arsenal, in their history since 1886, have never gone 6 away games not conceding a goal. And where do we find ourselves? As Mikel Arteta said in his pre-match interview, the context of this game is simple. If we win, we are top of the league. And where do we find ourselves tonight? Top of the league.
To me, this is irrelevant. The only records I care about is winning major honours. Not having a loss away in 6 games in a row is irrelevant if you don't win a major honour. So at the end of the day, we could win all our games, and if City wins all their games, they win the league. We no longer have it in our hands. So I don't understand why this Filo da Puta's coming out with the irrelevant stuff. It's irrelevant. Why are we not talking? Listen, we got what we did what we needed to do. We had to beat Wolves. We beat Wolves. We didn't play well. We still look rattled mentally. We have the better player. We got the better starting 11, but that performance there was trash. Why is he talking about breaking records? Why don't we break important records of winning major honours? I just don't get it. Fuad, let me get your opinion on the game, because obviously you must have seen my match reaction. What do you make of Arsenal's performance against Wolves, bro?
Yeah, we didn't play that well. Well, we managed to get the result, but we never performed that well. But we deserved to win the game because we did create a few chances more than them. But it wasn't the best performance. And I Arsenal can say that. And to be honest with you, you can't really say Wolves really is putting pressure on Man City because it's only a point. I think going into Chelsea game, that's where the real test is for me, bro, to be honest with you. Like the game, like, you know, like I seen your reaction, and you know what did he do? Like, you know, people, and he gets away with a lot of star boy. He gets away with, but what did he like get away with a lot of murder? But he didn't do much. To be honest with you, I think Trossard played well, and that's why he got the goal. Martin Odegaard played well, and I think the keeper. I don't think the defense would have swept the scratch. Like you could see Saliba give the ball away to Saliba give the ball away to the player, and if it was De Bruyne, that's top corner. So
I say breaking records and not conceding a goal in 6 away games is as relevant as saying we were 93% last season top of the league. It's irrelevant. What did you win at the end of it? If you haven't got a trophy, it's irrelevant stat.
I hear that, but look, I'm not here, and you'll never ever catch me shaking my bum for your club. But the truth of the matter is, you are top. You can only take things for where you are now. I get it that you're looking ahead, and until you finish you get it over the finish line. But you can celebrate the fact that you're top, and it's over to Man City, over to Liverpool to do their thing. You're putting
but what have we seen this season? But but what have we seen this season though, Deji? This is why I'm skeptical. When we had pressure to win against Aston Villa, we crumbled. When we had to win against Bayern, we crumbled. So when the pressure's back on, when we've got 2 games or 3 games to win the league, and the pressure's now mounted, we've seen the character of this team 2 seasons in a row. Actually, not scratch that. We've seen the character of this team since this manager's taken over. As soon as it's must win, we crumble. We crumble in the FA Cup. We crumble in the Carabao Cup. We crumble to get over the line to win the league last season. We crumble to get top 4 against your team when we were the favourites. We're crumbling this season when we've gone and spent money on Havertz and spent money on that. So for me, they've shown me their character, and the character is when the pressure's on, they crumble. When the pressure's off, we get the job done.
But I think this season is different though, because I think last year, the fixtures was everything was in favor for Man City, but this year everyone's like Arsenal are playing it's that Chelsea game, bro. It's that Chelsea game. On our Chelsea game. Even for us, it's pressure. It's all about that Chelsea game. If we can put pressure on, if we can beat Chelsea, then you'll be arguing for pressure on Man United, not Man United, Liverpool and Manchester City. So it's more pressure on this Chelsea game. At this game, to be honest with you, I don't think it was pressure, but the way the fan base is making out, like it's so much pressure. It's not.
It's not.
Because it's not. Chelsea, I think we could agree on this, that this is the game that's going to be more pressure.
Chelsea, Spurs, Man United.
Yeah, no, Spurs is a must. It's 100%. There's no even doubt in that. It's a North London derby. You know, it's like Tyson versus Lennox, Tyson versus whoever we want, Larry Holmes. It's a heavyweight. That's always going to be pressure. That's a heavyweight clash. But when it comes to Chelsea, bro, that's where, because the only reason why I'm saying Chelsea is because 24 hours later, Liverpool have played at Man City. So this game, it's like it was a bit of pressure, but I don't think the way the fan base is going on, oh yeah, we handle the pressure. No, you need to be realistic. Man City were going into an FA Cup game. And Liverpool were playing Fulham away. So it wasn't really pressure. But the pressure is when Arsenal played Chelsea, Liverpool
there's no pressure when Arsenal played Chelsea. I hear what you're saying, Fahad, but the truth is, Chelsea are a disgrace. And I tell you why Chelsea are a disgrace. These men literally take their trousers off, give you guys a wooden spoon, and say, "Beat me, daddy, beat me." Because Chelsea Chelsea do not turn up against Arsenal. It's almost like when they play Tottenham, they come with energy, they come with vigor, there's beef, let's fight, let's go to war. When they play Arsenal, it's like, oh, Arsenal's in the building. Oh, slap me, Arsenal, please. Oh, stop it. Yeah, so for me, I don't think if you lot don't beat Chelsea, it would be a disgrace. The only thing, though, I would say that might be slightly different this time round is the fact that Agent Poch is in the building. Pochettino is a Spurs legend, and everything he's done at Chelsea so far this season is for him to pave his way back to Tottenham to finish off the great job that he started. And I do see Pochettino coming back to Spurs sometime. Now, could Pochettino do a Unai Emery? Could he be so motivated that he says, you know what, I want to scupper you, man. I want to do a battle of the bridge. I want to do battle at the Emirates where we're going to go and mess up Arsenal's chances of winning the league. That would be amazing. That would be legendary. But Chelsea, usually against Arsenal, they roll over, they pull their trousers down, and they say, beat me.
Do you know what? The last time we played them, they actually played well. They were actually annoyed that they didn't win. Gallagher, I think, played.
That was on the Poch, though, isn't it? Prior to that, we got Nkitty Catty banging braces. Come on, let's be real.
No, he's right. No, he's right. Chelsea at the start of the season, they played actually well. And the thing is, though, Fred,
but even last season, you slapped up Chelsea, didn't you? Slap them up?
I know, but the difference is, the problem with Mikel Arteta is this season. I find like if we're gonna go with it, like what's the name had a good game. Declan Rice played very well on last night. He played very well, but one thing you could see he was breathing heavily because he put his life on the line, bruh. Well, some of them were just slacking around. So some games it takes it out of you. Sometimes you gotta utilize your squad. Obviously Chelsea are gonna be mentally destroyed because they got knocked out the semi-finals of the FA Cup. Arsenal going in with a bit of confidence because they beat Wolves away. So it is in Arsenal's favour, but it depends who we start. It depends what team he brings out, what team out the players up for it. They're gonna have the stamina because. They looked a bit tired. They looked at all of it. Saka just looks leggy to me. I don't know if it's you.
We're going to see, man, because Ford, if you remember when we played Chelsea in October, they were 2-0 up by halftime. They were 2-0 up.
Exactly.
Woodrick scored, Cole Palmer penalty, and then Declan Rice and Trossard got us back into the game.
Back in the game, yeah.
So that was a tough game. Chelsea, a lot of them, we left that game thinking, well, we got away with that one because we could have bottled it. You know what I mean? They played very well. They played Gallagher.
I personally, I'm normally confident, but Chelsea's going to be a tough game, bro. I'll be honest with you. It's going to be a tough game, bro. It's going to be a tough game. I'm not going to.
What do you think about the Chelsea game though against Man City? Did you watch that game?
I think Chelsea in a way were unlucky, bro. I thought they were a bit unlucky. I thought I know people are saying about penalty. But bro, the way Walker took him out, I thought if that was outside the area, it's a free kick. Penalty. And the handball, I think Grealish knew what he was doing, bro. He got away with it, bro. You could see after, like, you know, when the referee blew it away, bro, he had that little, you know, that little cheeky smile he puts on his face. He knew what he was doing, bro. His hand went boom. He turned his face. He knew what he was. It was a penalty, bro. But it was because it was Grealish and they looked tired. And you see how they complained after the game, the fixture list. We're tired and we all played Real Madrid and this and that. They should give us a day off. They should. I don't know what. This been going on. Yo, you wasn't moaning last year and the year before that, year before. Why are you all moaning this year for?
No, he's chatting rubbish, man. He's chatting bare rubbish. They got opened up by Chelsea. The only thing I would say with the way I agree for the way Chelsea's been playing is that it shows that the issue is not Pochettino. Because if Chelsea are not creating the chances and making the opportunities that they're making, then you can say that that's a managerial issue. What we have is the issue with the quality of player that they have. And the maddest thing is that these men spent $1 billion and what, they couldn't just put little 200, 300 mil on a striker? Because, I mean, they had the money to do it. So really, Chelsea have no excuse for not finishing off their dinner. They have all the resources in the world and they just didn't buy the right players. But despite that, Man City, Chelsea are motivated. My issue is, will Chelsea be motivated against Arsenal? From games gone by, I can see comments in the chat. Yeah, the last game. I'm hoping the Poch factor will play a part. I think the Pochettino factor played a part in the draw earlier at the Bridge. But I have seen Chelsea over many years pull their pants down and get slapped by a wooden spoon. And so I'm not going to hold my breath with Chelsea, but I hope to be pleasantly surprised on Tuesday.
I know what he's trying to say. What he's trying to say really, it's either going to go Chelsea going to get some out of the game or Arsenal going to spank them 3-4-0.
Yeah, it's as simple as
that's as simple as that. There's no in between. There's not going to be a draw. They're either going to get something out of the game or they're going to get spanked.
I don't see Arsenal spanking them. I think all of our attackers are out of form. You know, all of our strikers.
I know, but it's even when it's like with them, they got Palmer who's a good player. Palmer's a good player, but and the rest of them, no, bro. You know, Modric is, he's like, I don't know if he's,
you saying that they're unlucky forward, yeah? For me, Jackson had too many opportunities that he didn't put to the sword. Yeah. The manager in Gallagher on the wing was ridiculous. They absolutely smashed Everton. Why are you playing Gallagher on the wing? You had Mudryk and you had Madueke. Why are you forcing Gallagher into the team in the midfield? Cole Palmer was absolutely, just locked off this game, bro.
He was isolated, didn't he? He was just isolated out of the game.
Isolated, bro. Rodri and Akanji just locked him off out of the game, bro. He couldn't even receive the ball. And even then, he still was the only one threading the ball through to Jackson. And it wasn't just Jackson. Caicedo as well on the break, received the ball, couldn't control the ball. It was poor all round from Chelsea. I can't lie, bro. Poor all round. Cucurella making mistakes, bro. Everyone was just making mistakes, bro. Like, it was poor, bro. Enzo was not in the game. Like, they were just poor. And even when they were poor, Palmer still was creating something. It's mad, bro.
The thing is, I think he's mentally destroyed some of his players too. At the same time, like when Chidwell come on, you've seen the difference. But I think even though he played well when he come on, him and Raheem Sterling. You can play him, you can start him against Arsenal, you could do it. I think they're sad because they're thinking, look, it was a big game. If he would have gone with experience, I think they would have got something out of the game. You're not in the Premier League now. Well, they've got nothing to play for. I know they might have to play for Europe, but even if they play, whoever he plays now, like you said, whoever he plays now, I don't think he's going to get a tune out of them unless they think what they've done. They bought players that are overpriced.
Overpriced, but can I just pull up someone Northside real quick, because there's someone called Bob Everett in the chat saying Deji spouting crap again. When you allow Nketiah to get a brace, you know there's a problem. Nketiah got a brace against bloody Chelsea last year. That's how dusty. That's how these men rolled over. Yeah. So I know I'm not chatting rubbish. Chelsea don't play Arsenal with the same energy they play Spurs. Don't lie to yourself. For me, it's light work. I agree with Northside. If you, man, do not beat Chelsea, based on what I've told you today, if you don't beat Chelsea on Tuesday, it is poor. It is poor because these men usually roll over for you. And you've given up the league. But Northside's not going to shake his bum. However, if you beat Chelsea, I would still see it as I expected you to beat Chelsea because they're pretty dusty. I don't think the question is Chelsea. I think the question is Spurs. Legitly, we need to be putting more weight on that game. Beat this Tottenham team, and you man are legit.
Okay. Why? Because you guys are so great, or just because it's a derby?
I think because it's a derby. I think because where it is in the league running, I think by the time you play Spurs, you would have played, what, 34 games? Is it 34, 35 Premier League games?
Like that.
Can we double check that? I think now it's squeaky bum time. If you can get it over the line at squeaky bum time, then you guys are serious. You guys are not, you're not messing around. But forget the Chelsea game. That one's in the bag. Flop the Chelsea, and obviously you lot have flopped the league. But I don't expect you to struggle against Chelsea. I think you're going to struggle. You're going to find the Spurs game harder. Artillero sitting there in his underwear, bashing away at the keyboard. Don't lie to yourself. The Tottenham game is a lot more difficult than the Chelsea game. And I think forward, no doubt you would agree. No doubt you, Northside, would agree that that's the bigger match for you guys this week.
I hear why you're not respecting Chelsea. I mean, Grealish wasn't performing well. Foden had a chance to go around the goalkeeper. He's taken a heavy touch. He should have scored that. Bernardo Silva was poor as well against Chelsea. They all were poor. Alvarez was barely in the game. Kevin De Bruyne was all over the place as well. That was a Man City team that played at 50% potential, and Chelsea could have put them to the sword. So I kind of understand why you don't really rate Chelsea, but at the end of the day, you still got to respect your opponent. The players have to go out there and respect who they're playing. And listen, Chelsea do have players that can hurt you. You remember when Chelsea beat Man United, so you can't disrespect them. You got to respect them, but put them to the sword. You know what I mean? So listen, we saw Liverpool against Man United. Liverpool were a bit cocky on the day. All of a sudden, Maino, you know what I mean? With that Hail Mary, boom. Next thing you know, Man United. Do you know what I'm saying? You can't take no one for an idiot.
It's true.
You can't take no one for an idiot. You got to put them to the sword. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't put man to the sword, then, you know what I mean? They'll just come with that Rambo, you know what I mean? With that Rambo Kimbo slice uppercut, you know what I mean? And you're on the floor.
Fair.
In your auntie's backyard. So listen, the players can't be complacent. Fans can be complacent, but the club can't reflect that. The club's got to be professional. So I completely hear that. Let's move on to the Man United game. Did any of you lot watch the Man United game today? Coventry.
I watched after it was 3-3. I mean, look, let's be real. I'm not gonna lie. Man United has fallen from grace so far that I couldn't even bring myself to watching them against Coventry, especially when they went 3-0 out. I thought, idiot thing, what a joke thing of a semi-final. And then I just see my WhatsApp popping off. No, what a game. These men have literally gone level. And then to my mind, this team, Coventry, have bloody won the game. And big up to Coventry, big up to all the Coventry fans tuned in, because that club, really, those players repped Coventry today, and they scored a legit goal. I've looked at this thing again. When they drew the line, it was straight. It wasn't wonky. How this is offside? It's a tragedy. I can't believe
even United fans.
It's terrible.
United fans.
You got to give that, man. And also, like, I'm not being funny, and I'm not saying you can't cheat, and there's going to be other people saying different things. Deji was offside, blah, blah, blah. Just like the referee gave Gabriel the benefit of the doubt when he picked up the ball. Give bloody Coventry the benefit of the doubt. I mean, what are we talking about? A hairline? Really? You're going to rob Coventry of a historic win to get to the final of the FA Cup because of a hairline? This is mad. I'm not saying cheating, but that's mad.
Mad, yeah, but that's the problem, see, Deji. You know, when people talk about, like, when Arsenal go out of it, Tottenham go out of it, like all these teams go out of it, it's like, if it was historic, we would be in the final. If it was historic, because this is a business, in the final. Because They don't go off. They don't go off. They go off. They go off. Who got a bigger fan base?
Yeah.
Who's going to make the economy better? So that's why when people cry about, when you have these old people crying about football, about they thing, the reason why it's all money.
I get it.
You know what they said? They
even said
they
thought that was offside.
Have you got your headphones in, Forward? Because you keep coming, your voice keeps coming in and out.
Yeah.
Try to disconnect them, bro, please. Yeah. Come back. Yeah, go on, Deji. You agree with Forward?
I'll just say, like, honestly, when you look at the line, I'm like, what offside? Really? What offside? And also, you got when we're doing offsides, you got to say to yourself, does the brother gain an advantage? You know, is his elbow being out of joint? Do you know what I mean? Does that give you an advantage to go and score? Come on. Doesn't even score. He brings the ball in. He plays it into the goal scorer who taps it in. So how can... I mean, for me, I think it's a robbery. The FA Cup is made. The reason why we used to call the FA Cup, it was special because of the upsets. Coventry upset Manchester United today, and they were robbed. That has taken the magic away from the FA Cup. If we're going to be doing this for, like Forward says, for TV, for revenue and all that crap, then I don't want to be involved anymore. The game on the map is seeing Coventry get to the final and go at Man City. They would have had nothing to lose. Their fans would have come to London. They would have bought burgers. They would have been drinking and having a bloody good day, and they've robbed them. Robbed them for what? Eric Alanana shaking his bum. He should disconnect his Instagram and all his socials. Come on, man. Even look, as a Spurs fan, if that was Tottenham, I say give it to them. Give it to them. If you have any decency, give them the win.
They played a double line, didn't they? In offside, didn't they? Because there was one on, there was one off, bruh. Forget me. It's a joke, bro. No, but that's what I'm saying. What I was saying to you is when people moan about the FA Cup and why, because you know, years ago, it's like when we got knocked out by years ago when we got knocked out by a mediocre team. United got knocked out by a mediocre team. It used to happen, and it was none of this replay and all that. That out. But today they go off business because. Like I said, even his toe was behind the United players. His toe was behind it, and he still managed to find a way. And I know people are saying it's offside. No, man. At the end of the day, it's too much, to me, it's because of the economy. Man United comes with a wicked fan base. They come, they spend the money. They want to make, obviously, the economy good in London, Wimbledon, whatever they play in Wembley. You know, remember, when you go to Wembley, I've been there before. You know, they've got the retail place, the retail parks. They know all them people. Thousands of people are coming from Manchester and they know. And coming from Manchester, the hotels will be booming. You know, every hotel. You know, how many people? How many to that Wembley hold? Is it 106,000? Is it more?
I'm not sure. Ain't it Wembley like 80,000?
Let me check.
No. Double check. It's about 107,000. I know it is. It's not 80,000.
Stadium capacity.
It's got to be about
90,000.
90,000, yeah. So 45 each, yeah.
Yeah, 90,000 fans come in. Hotels, Deji.
Yeah.
Food,
but you can get 90,000 Coventry fans, mate. They would have. They probably spend more money. The whole city comes. But for me, I just think
they've killed the inheritance of the game, innit?
They have, and then people come at me when I say that the FA Cup is a Mickey Mouse trophy. It is, because it's become a Mickey Mouse because of how people treat the competition. Coventry, if Coventry had gone through today to the final, I would have probably given the competition more respect. Say, this is what the FA Cup, this is what we grew up on. Memories and the magic of the game. Magic's been bloody removed for a hairline fracture. It's a joke.
Do you know what? Yeah, I completely agree with the both of you. I think this is what I hate about VAR. When they replayed the VAR, the way they drew the line, it was at an angle like that.
Yeah,
they didn't show you a line like that, so you could see who's on and who's off. They put it slanted like that. They replayed it twice and it was slanted. Bro, how hard is it to give us a straight line or go up top and give us a bird's eye view? Because from a bird's eye view, there's no way you can't draw a line that ain't straight without us seeing an error.
Yeah.
The thing is, you're giving us a slanted angle, so you can't. It looked on. Even from the slanted angle, it looked on. It makes no sense. For me, I completely agree with the both of you. I feel like they just wanted to get more views. More people are going to tune in to FA Cup between Man United and Man City than Man City and Coventry. But the game shouldn't be about that. The game should be about the game. At the end of the day, Man United were 3-0 up in 60 minutes. They were 3-0 up, bro. Certain people were telling me, when I did a watch along, they were telling me, yo, lock off the game is dead. I'll lock off the game, ain't gonna do nothing, yeah? But that's what you man are talking about, the beauty of the FA Cup. Coventry got back into the game. And that's what you want to see. What is the point? We don't hear what they say in the VAR room. We don't understand why they come to this conclusion. They don't say anything after the game. So there's always going to be speculation. Some people are saying that, oh, no, it's onside. Nothing is concrete. We can't see anything concrete because we can't see a straight line drawn. And then the camera angle is slanted. It makes no sense, bro. For me, I'm sorry, yeah? In such an important game, you have to be verifying it properly, bro. And show us what they're seeing. Maybe they're looking at it at another angle. Why can't we see that? Why can't we see the different angles? Because they play it back and then they play it back and then they play it back and they look at it from different angles. Now, even when you get a foul, they show it to you from different angles. Why can't we get that? Yeah. Why can't we see that? Unless you're covering up something, why can't we see that?
I think they're covering up, bro.
I think so too, bro. They want to get more views, bro. Do you know what I mean? They get more money.
It's money, bro. It's money.
There was that thing about the NBA with the referees cheating in the NBA and they couldn't quite work it out. I watched it. It was a Netflix documentary. I can't remember.
How do we get 20 different angles for a foul, bro? How do we get 20 different angles for a foul?
You know what it is? You know what it is, Northside. And another thing is, all right.
They got robbed, man. I don't care what anyone says. Coventry got robbed.
Yeah, and it's the same today. It's not. It's with the referees. It's you know what? Well, you know why I find there's a lot of corruption in football, especially in England too, in the FA, because Italy, they done it. Spain, they're all done it, and over here it's happening. Because today, it's like when you've seen what happened at Nottingham Forest. I'm not saying, like the guy said, Nottingham Forest. He said, like what the manager said, if they come out and they beat us fair and square, I'll put my hands up. But when we're going into when we are going and on an attack, and then we're flicking up, and the man's using his hands to defend in the area, and the VAR chance and they don't give it, what's that about? What's that about? Like, come on, and you got people like Gary Neville and Carragher saying, well, they're not. But then they don't look at it from there. Like, I like what Saha said. He said, well, what do you want them to do then? Stay quiet. It costs them 3 points. It can cost the manager the job. No one looks at it like that. They look at it like, oh no, our game's clean. Don't blame the referees. You've never put a referee on a panel. If I was a referee, and I swear, like if I was a referee and I was in England. Bro, I'll be boycotting. I'll be taking every pay cut because I know we're living in a country that the fan base is a bit fickle and stupid. So I'll be taking money off them. If Sheikh Mansour said to me, "Yo, listen, I got a watch for you, a free holiday, and VIP in the plane," I'm taking it, bro. Yeah. I'm a human being, bro. I'm taking it. I got no loyalty to no one. You hear me? Innit? That's my peace going in my family. Yeah. No. Besides, that's what I'm saying. I got no to know. So if Sheikh Mansour is gonna offer me 100K and a free holiday, that's going to my family. So you get me? I got no to no one. Oh, Arsenal, Tottenham thing. It's the same in it, Deji. You get me? If that money comes to you, you're only gonna think, ding. Yeah. It's a human killer basic instinct. That's gonna happen. So I think with Nottingham Forest today, bro, the referees were terrible. 3 blatant penalties, bro. Not one was given.
Bro, it's honestly, and the thing that I think really upsets me the most with the VAR stuff and the refereeing decisions, it would have been okay if it's kids football because there's nothing on the line. But Coventry, for example, and let's say Nottingham Forest. If Nottingham Forest go down, the financial implications on that club is going to be devastating by them not being able to stay in the Prem. Coventry would have got to an FA Cup final and would have got maybe 2.5, 3 mil in the bank for making it to the final. Do you know what that does to that club?
And we know that the clubs in the Championship are all broke as well. So that money.
You know what I'm saying? And these people are making decisions that could cost teams stadiums. It can cost teams, people that work in these clubs, their livelihoods. It's not a joke. If you're legitimately not good enough and you go down, you're not good enough. You go down, and it's sad to see, but you know that comes with the game. But when you're robbed by a decision by somebody else, how can you stomach that? Coventry have lost out on 2-0 today. 2-0 because somebody in the bloody room in Stock Park got it wrong. That for me is a disgrace. And for me, what needs to be happening is that the refereeing associations, when they get decisions wrong, they need to be paying for it. They need to pay. Only when they pay will they start fixing up. Mate, I don't mind if you take a little longer. I know people want these guys to rush it. I'd rather you take longer and get it. Since you stopped the game anyway, since we're doing 15 minutes of bloody added time anyway, does it matter? Does it really matter? It doesn't. It's true, so take the time you need and get it right. Don't do this.
And another thing, like he said, when you watched the manager's interview, he said it's like against Liverpool. He said they give him 99 minutes to score an equaliser. 99 minutes. Where did it come from? Yeah, like these referees for real. Like I believe personally, if they want the Premier League to work, all right, and they want and listen, and they want it to work properly, the Premier League got enough money to do this. Forget employing my referees from the Greater Manchester and from Luton. Why don't you go and have a with the UEFA, get involved and say, you send your German referees over here, it's a 1-hour flight. We'll send our referees there. Because then them German referees, them Spanish referees, they ain't got no loyalty to no club in England. Do you know why they won't do that? Because it's corrupt. Because there's money involved. Because everyone wants to roll their what?
Allegedly.
That's the truth, bro. Yo, you're telling me
what's the difference, yeah? To your point, I agree with you, Forward. What's the difference, yeah? Back in the day, when you had that flipping scandal in Juventus with people getting brown envelopes, what's the difference in it doing in VAR now? Right now, they could, yeah, say, you know what? Okay, cool. It's going to VAR. VAR ain't got no cameras in there, and there's no mics. Somebody could go in there and say, yo, you see that commentary goal? Yo, here's the brown envelope. Don't give it.
Yeah, and you know what? Who's
gonna see it? There's no video evidence. And there's no mics, bro. So who's going to see it? What is the difference, bro? That's the same difference as back in the day, talking to the referee before the game and sliding him the brown envelope. Allegedly. Exactly. It's the same difference.
If you notice, if you ever seen it, if you notice with Clattenburg, innit? What they don't like about Clattenburg, he went out, he said these referees don't get paid that much, but they all got 20,000 grand Rolex watches. Go watch, bro.
It's wild, bro. It's wild. Bro.
They got 100 grand watch on, and they're getting paid like £1,000 a game.
Bro, I don't know if you guys saw the whole game, yeah? But at the same time, yeah, Man United were trash, bro. Rashford is rubbish. That the only thing he's good for, yeah, is giving flipping school meal to flipping tokens, bro. That guy is rubbish, bro. Bruno Fernandes stunk. I don't care if he scored a goal. When he scored a goal, I said that's going to be the justification for his performance. He was stinky, bro. Stinky. Garnacho was rubbish as well. Rasmus was awful, bro. Awful. In the box, no composure. Didn't know how to take on his man. Rashford running into different man. McTominay as well, when he got the goal as well. He was rubbish. The state of Man United was a joke. Wan-Bissaka, yeah, didn't get cooked once. He got cooked 2-3 times, bro. That guy was getting cooked. Cooked, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? If Coventry had a bit more flair up front, bro, these man, bro, it wouldn't have even gone to penalties, bro. They were rubbish, bro.
But bro, they didn't go to penalties, in my opinion. They scored in extra time.
There's a comment in here, right? It says, I don't trust VAR, innit? I don't trust VAR, innit? It's a conspiracy, I don't trust VAR. Do you know when you get in a car, okay, and a driver's behind the car, and you see a speed zone that says 25 miles per hour, the road is narrow, and there's a big dip, and you go and hit 100 miles per hour, and another car's coming and you whack it. Whose fault is it? The car or the man behind it? don't blame technology, because technology is perfect, it gets it right. It's the people running the technology you've got to question.
Yeah.
It's not that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. How come in Europe they ain't got a problem? In the Champions League, they haven't got one decision wrong. Because they go.
The only reason I don't normally talk about this, the only reason I'm talking about this, yeah, is because Coventry are going up against $1 billion Man United, bro. Yeah, they're already up against it because of the club that they are. They're in the Championship. They're 8th. They got nothing else to play for now. Yeah, they got nothing else. They're not going to get promoted. They're probably bankrupt. They got nowhere near the whole flipping one Man United player is probably worth more than their whole flipping squad, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So they're already up against it, bro. And now they're gonna go up against it against VAR. Come on, man. Come on. They gotta do better, bro. But the thing is, yeah, like I said, I don't mind people talking about VAR. I talk about VAR, but I talk about it for everybody, innit? There's bad decisions for everywhere. What I don't like is when certain fan bases talk like it only affects them. No, it affects everybody. Yeah. Normally, I say, listen, when it's Arsenal, I say, yo, you should get the job done because we spend the money. We're one of the biggest clubs. You should get the job done. I don't want to hear about VAR. Coventry are up against it, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? They're 8th in the Championship, bro. And Man United may not be that great, yeah? But come on, bro. Man United, like, dwarf them 20 times in every aspect, bro. Financially, players that they've got, everything, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So for them to then be up against VAR, it's ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous.
I don't blame VAR, bro. I don't blame the technology, bro. It's like they're saying in it. There's a saying in it. Like there's a saying in it. Guns don't kill people. People with guns kill people. You get me? Technology don't destroy people. Stupid people behind the technology destroys the game. That's how I see it. Because yo, bro, it's there blatant. If they had honest referees with this VAR, there'd be no issues at all.
But also, I think, and again, I'm probably not advocating for this too tough, but hear me out. I do think there's something about people complain about the gap between the Prem and the lower league teams, yeah? And I do think there needs to be something where in a situation like that, maybe you give the lower team the benefit of the doubt. If you're Prem with all the big money, you should spank them. Just beat them. All Man United had to do was win. They were 3-0 up. There's no excuse. They won the game. Well, they should have won the game. But if you're in a situation where there's an offside like that rule, give the lower team the benefit of the doubt. You don't deserve big team, Prem team, to go through when you're struggling. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, honestly, man, I'm pissed, man. I can't even lie to you. I'm fuming, man. I've never been so upset in a while. It's only
why are you like? I'm disappointed, but why are you so fuming? You're not a Coventry fan.
I'm fuming because, bro, as much as I support my club, there is something about I want other teams to be competitive. You know, one of the issues I have with the European teams is they allow this kind of monopoly, one team to rule. PSG, they rule. Bayern Munich, they rule. You know what I mean? Celtic Rangers rule. At least in the Prem, I was hoping that we were trying to break that. What we want to do is bridge the gap. Bridge the gap. I'm not saying they're all going to come to the Prem one day, but that's how you get the Lutons of this world. You got to give them a leg up. You got to give them a helping hand. Taking it from them is only going to make the gap wider, bro. And when the gap is wider, it means we're going to have less clubs. They're going to start dying one by one. We've got 197 teams in the Prem. Soon, in the English league, in league football, soon we'll have 50.
Yeah,
is that good for the game? Is that good for the game? No, it's not. The more teams we have pushing forward, like the Maidstones of this world, the Wrexhams of this world, the better it is. It raises the standard across the country. Come on. So I understand our own individual things for our clubs, but let's think about
think of it like this, all right? Do you know, like the owners, all right? The owner of they were moaning about the owner of Nottingham Forest going on the pitch. You know, like these owners, the owner of Villa, the owner of Nottingham Forest, all these owners, all right, they're the ones who actually, like the owners of the teams in the Championship, they're the ones who actually keep these are the ones who come over and invest their money into the game. Okay, they're the ones who put out their own pocket. It's like you can complain about him. If this guy is owner from Nottingham Forest didn't come and put his money out, where would Nottingham Forest be? They'll be with Burnley, but Buddy are now, and all these teams. And Patetti's right. That's what they're trying to do. And they got scared when the Super League. Remember the Super League? See the Super League? How they all had the government? They got the government involved. But one thing they contradict. It's a contradiction. Is you want England to keep England and keep the tradition of football, but then you just cancelled the replays of FA Cups. You just cancelled the replays. So who's that going to affect? Is it going to affect the likes of Man United, Arsenal, Tottenham? No chance.
It's less games for them.
It's less games for them. It's going to affect the small teams because when Man United played Newport County down here a few weeks back, mate, it filled up the arena. Newport City was booming.
But forward, they did this with the Champions League. Do you remember the Champions League from the first match? It was knockout. And then the manager of AC Milan, the president of AC Milan, he said, "This is ridiculous." He goes, "All the big clubs are getting knocked out too early. So let's introduce group stages that gives them more chance." Yeah, why? Because they stay longer in the competition. If they stay longer in the competition, there's more eyes on the competition. On one aspect, yeah, you can hear it and say, okay, cool. The big teams do bring the biggest audiences. But at the end of the day, the sport should be the best team are advancing. Not give as many chances of lifelines to the bigger teams. That kills football. Then we're gonna be like flipping the MLS. The reason why football is anyone can beat anyone. Yeah, and you've got stories like Nottingham Forest with Cloughie. You've got stories like Leicester. You've got those stories that they may not dominate and always win. You got Boa Vista in Portugal. That's outside the big three. That is the last team in Portugal. I think it was in 2000 or 2002 to win the league in Portugal when they've got a small budget compared to everybody else.
Even Getafe was doing bits. I know they didn't win, but Getafe was, they've improved their team.
You get what I'm saying? You've got other teams like that. You've got teams that can compete and do. Even this season, Leverkusen winning the league against Bayern Munich, the all-conquering Bayern Munich. When they start doing all of this, they take away the fact that anything can happen in football. And that's why football is exciting, because it's not done on paper. If it was done on paper, we'd all be rich. Everybody, well, the people that can gamble would be on William Hill. Everybody's getting flipping. No one needs to work, bro.
I remember when I think it was Lee Gunner who done an stream about the Super League, innit? And they're a lot of fan base had a meltdown about Lee saying, "No, you're disgraced thing." But now, I remember that they all had a meltdown when Lee done this. I remember, and now everything like what they're trying to do, what are they heading towards, Deji? A Super League.
Yeah.
First thing it starts with scrapping the FA Cup replays. Then they're gonna find look at the new format of the Champions League.
But can I ask you a question, Forward and Northside, and to everyone in the chat? Because I know where I stand with this. If your club joins the Super League, are you going to support them still?
Yeah.
Because for me, if Tottenham join the Super League, I'm out. I'm going to go down the road to Barnet or to Leighton Orient or even to Colchester.
No,
I do an AFC Wimbledon MK.
Do you know why I want to support him, bro? Do you know why I want to support him, bro? Do you know why I still support Arsenal if they do Super League? Because that's what happened when the Premier League was invented. People were moaning about, no, keep it the first division when Leeds United. But then when the Premier League come, people weren't happy with it. But then the money, where did it all go?
Well, they just changed the name. That's all they did with the.
No, not really. They changed the format a little bit. And they changed the format, and there was a lot of money involved. That's why years ago it was like in the 80s and like in the 80s and set in the 80s, a lot of teams won the Premier League: Everton, Liverpool, Arsenal, Aston Villa. But when the Premier League come in, the Premier League, Leeds United were the last team to win the first division, innit? Then the Premier League, Man United. I think it was Man United again. Then the Blackburn Rovers. Then Man United. Then Man United, then Arsenal, then Man United. It become then a league where if Arsenal never challenged, Man United would have kept on winning. Then Man United again, then Man United again, then Arsenal, then Man United again, Man United, then Arsenal, then Chelsea, Man United, Chelsea. So it wasn't like an Aston Villa was winning it. It wasn't an Everton was winning it. So it changed the format because all the big fan base and the clubs who had the biggest stature then was Manchester United. They had the biggest fan base. Old Trafford was the biggest stadium in England. So it benefited them. So the Super League won't be any different, bro. It's just,
I hear you, but the difference is at least that I get it, and I get the changes, and I hear what you're saying, but at least it was still here in the Super League. And I agree with my bro Arsenal Manic. We're gonna have 10 teams. We're gonna have Tottenham. Well, we're gonna have the big six plus Bayern Munich. But that's dry. We've got the Champions League. I don't want to go to Germany. I don't want to see a Super League. It's rubbish. That's why we've got the Champions League. I still want to play the Coventries of this world. I still want to play Stevenage Town. I still want to see. So what happens? What happens to Norwich? What happens to Sunderland? Because
when they reintroduced it, Deji, when they reintroduced it though, they said that it's not a closed shop anymore. When they reintroduced it, they said that it's not a closed shop. It's basically like the Champions League, and people can. It's no longer you guys are established. You're the biggest teams in the world. Only you guys can play in that competition. If it's an open competition, then I don't really have too much of a problem. I'd prefer it to stay like this, but at the same time,
how do you manage it? How do you manage it? So you've got the Prem still going on, and then you play Super League.
No, I don't know about all of that. I don't know about all of that. As long as for me, yeah, the main thing that I did not like is the fact that there's no relegation. It's just the biggest clubs playing in there in the Super League, and nobody can go in and out. Now that takes away the spirit of football, and that becomes like MLS. And I don't really want football to be like MLS. No offense to the American viewers, but we don't need that. We like football the way that it is. So I preferably would rather it stay. I don't know if it would be Super League and Premier League going on at the same time, or they would get rid of all those leagues and it would just be, I don't know. But at the same time, I'd rather it stay like that.
I look at it like this though, Deji. You can't tell like Deji. You own that Tottenham top, innit? I can't tell you to go and say to you, paint your Tottenham job, paint that top red, and put a cannon right on next to it. Can I tell you to do that?
No, hell no.
So in the end of the day, before all this happened, they allowed all these American owners to come into the Premier League. They allow all these big spenders to come in the Premier League. Now they're not liking it because these are the owners who want it. So if you would have thought that, like, before, Thomas Cook used to own Man City. Who owns it now? He couldn't afford the finances. Everything went up. They have to go to the Middle East.
But to a degree, the Premier League is the Super League. Think about it.
Yeah.
Every time a team comes up from the Championship to the Premier League, financially they can't compete. Yeah. They come up to a league that is such a difference in terms of finances. When they take the jump, they can't compete for players. They can't compete for wages. They get taken the best players, and most time it may take 2-3 years, and they drop straight back down.
But it's not fair.
When they get parachute payments, they leave. Most teams come up from the Championship, unless they've been in the Premier League for a sustained amount of period, they go down broke, bro, and then they come back up. They come back up broke. So the difference between the Premier League and the Championship, is not divided. A lot of teams are on the verge of bankruptcy. So as soon as they come up into the Premier League,
but that's
they've got to stabilize themselves.
No offense.
Try and be in it for a couple of years.
By
the time they go back down, they're still broke, bro.
No, I agree with you to a certain extent, but no disrespect. I got no offense. But most majority of people who come broke, no offense, are the people who the British owners. The foreign owners don't. Aston Villa, when they were in the Championship that year and they come up, their owners said we'll give them 100 million. Financial Fair said you can't spend things. Nottingham Forest owner will spend 200 million, but they don't let it because it's FFP bullshit.
Exactly. So they can't.
Yeah.
They can't.
Yeah.
Even if they've got
even though
money,
people got money, they
but not all
like
of them have got a rich owner like that, though. Fuad. One, not everybody's got a rich owner, and two, FFP doesn't allow it, bro. So the system to a degree is rigged. It's rigged in a way that the top teams stay top, because Luton, even if they get a multi-billionaire, they're not allowed to spend it.
Yeah,
they're not allowed to spend it, so they can't financially compete with City because they're not allowed to financially spend it. And then all the loopholes that Chelsea have done, that Man City have done, they're closing up all the loopholes that they can use that money and they can circumvent that money. So how are they meant to compete? Even with a rich owner, they're not allowed to spend a certain amount.
So that's why what's going to happen is when that owner pulls out, that's what Deji said. When them owners pull out. There's something called the British government can't take on this thing. the Parliament can, the public can, the fans can't afford it. You know, there's some of these fans I feel sorry for. Even the fans who support the big teams, because they can't even afford to go to games anymore. You know, they're charging luxury prices. So at the end of the day, what Desi just said then, this is why the leagues will go to 50 teams. It'd be like, they'd be looking at you like, fans. So like people like who used to support Kidderminster and who used to support Helsingborg Town and who used to support Birmingham City, most probably end up supporting Aston Villa. It's going to be one continent. People who used to support maybe the teams around Bernard, Barnet and all around Tottenham and them areas, they're all going to support Tottenham. The teams like Salford, Oldham and all them teams around Manchester, Greater Manchester, they're all going to support Man City. Because they're going to have no teams. Macclesfield, Cheshire, all them teams that plays in Valderrama League and all that will go bankrupt. And then it's going to be 50 teams. What are they going to do then? Because it's only the owners that are keeping these teams ticking.
The owners get more money because they get bigger fans.
Exactly.
It only favors one group. And nah, man, like I said, I'd be out. Because sometimes I hear these debates, and sometimes as fans, we have the power. Let's not be slaves to this thing. If we're going to stay supporting Arsenal and you're going to stay buying tickets, even when they do the Super League, when they do the Super League, when they do the Idiot League where there's 3 or 4 people in it, if you're going to still stay supporting, then you deserve what happens next. Let's support the smaller clubs. You don't get the Coventries of this world anymore. You don't get it, and there's nothing to talk about. It's dry. Champions League is there for what it is. The Champions League, for me, is already diluted. It's not Champions League. They should call it European football. That's what it is. European football, the top half. Because if you're not a champion, you can be in the competition. That don't make no sense. It should only be for champions. I like that. The original plan was champions of Scotland, champions of Italy, champions of England, champions of Spain.
That's the only competition that you like. But then when is Tottenham going to be in it? Because that's the only competition that you like.
Tottenham are going to be in it, unfortunately, next season because we're going to finish 4th. But we don't deserve to be there. 4th should not be playing Champions League because we're champions of what? We're champions of 4th. Oh, damn. We're champions.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's money. That's what I'm saying. So they do that not because of the love of the game, because of the love of the money. They know venue, more games, more teams want to watch the top 4 in England. They want to watch the top 4.
League should be second.
No, but that's what I'm saying. So that's what it comes down to, money. It doesn't matter about the pride of football back in the day. You were right. When Aston Villa won the Champions League in '82, they were the champions of England. When Man United won it in '99, they were the champions of England. When Chelsea won it, they were the champions of England. So it's like anyone, no, not Chelsea. I mean Liverpool. When Liverpool won it, they were the champions of England. So them kind of teams who've been there and done it really understand that. But the teams like who got top 4 and had a bad season and went on to win the Champions League, they don't understand it. But when you go back in the 80s and the teams who actually done it, Liverpool, bam, Champions League 84, 86, whatever year it was, and then Aston Villa 82, they all understand that. But when the Champions League format come out, it was all about money. But when Borussia Dortmund won it, in the 90s, I think they were champions of their country. They won it.
But Arsenal Manic makes a point here. He says it's only the champs. It would finish in 2 weeks. Laugh out loud. Then make it like the World Cup then. Because why do we have this Super Cup that takes place in December during the season? So I don't know why things have just gone dark on my screen. Just have the whole bloody world play. The best teams all over the world and then gradually get knocked out. That will give you all the months. And then we get to see, because we don't get to see, I would like to see Man City against Boca Juniors. I mean, I know it kind of happens, but it's dusty. It's like 2 weeks. You know, that's rubbish. Let's do it over a period of time. Let there be groups. I mean, the whole thing's dusty. If UEFA's watching this show, and I know you do because you've liked and subscribed on my brother's channel, bloody call us up. We will give you the blueprint to what these competitions should look like moving forward because it's pretty dusty right now. I ain't even lie to you.
Yeah, what do you, man, just to move on the conversation a little bit, what do you, man, think about Liverpool? They won 3-1 against Fulham today. Did you guys watch the game?
Yeah, they were expecting to be. I think Fulham wasn't. Fulham are in holiday mode now. They're staying up. They survived, didn't it? They're not getting into Europe. They're on holiday mode now. If they would have played them 3 weeks, 4 weeks ago, it would have been a different game. But they're on holiday mode, didn't they?
Yeah.
I think Everton's going to be a tough game for Liverpool because they're not on holiday mode. They're on survival mode, bro.
I'll be honest with you. Liverpool are still my tip to win. No disrespect to you Arsenal fans out here, and for all those shaking their bum for Man City, you're shaking your bum because you're basing it on heritage and yesteryear. I don't think City have done enough to deserve winning any Premier League trophy this year, and I think Klopp. What a story it would be if Klopp is able to get it over the line. For me, Jota's back. Jota is the big game player that they've been waiting for, and he's come back at the right time. He's come back at the tail end of the season. That is the reason why. Had Jota not come back and they were relying on Gakpo and Nunes, I'd have said it's long for them, to be honest. But with Jota coming back, I think Liverpool can do it. I think Liverpool can really get it over the line, and I think it's a good look for them. And I think he being on the pitch, a bit like Firmino, is going to help Salah because Salah's been having to play with some dusty players. In fact, Salah might as well be playing with me and Liverpool be giving me 150 quid a game because I would do exactly what these brothers are doing, which is absolutely nothing. Nothing.
They got a hard run like we have. They got to go to Villa Park. Villa ain't no mugs. They got to play Eula. What Tottenham's going to turn up? Is it going to be the Tottenham Hotspur who's up for it, or is it going to be the Cinderella FC? Which one's it going to be? Do you get me?
So Deji, you've got Liverpool winning because even if Arsenal and Liverpool win all of our remaining games, if City wins all the remaining games, they win the league. It's not in our hands.
I get it. What people do, even you, my bro, I get it. I get that it's Man City. But Man City have not been themselves this season. Let's be real. I was not surprised them going out. It was unfortunate because penalties can go on either side. But when you deep it, have Man City kicked into gear this season? No, they haven't, bro. They've been pretty dusty. Even Haaland's been a shadow of himself. What has he got? 1/3 of the goals he scored last season. They're not sourcing, bro. And they're not gonna source this season. This season was a disaster season. And I think I was on a show with a Man City fan last night, and I think he said it. They didn't replace Gundogan. We knew that. They didn't replace Mahrez. We knew that. And they're paying the price, and they will pay the price. The price being that they will not win the Prem. They might win the FA Cup, but they won't win the Prem, bro. I just don't see.
So where do you see them dropping points? Just to quickly say the games that they got remaining, and you tell me where you think they're going to drop points. They got Brighton next, then they got Forest, then Man City have got Wolves, then they've got Fulham, then they've got Tottenham, then they got West Ham. Where are they dropping points? Which games?
Brighton and Fulham.
Brighton potentially is a banana skin.
And maybe Nottingham Forest.
And Spurs. Yeah. Spurs, that one there, even City fans will tell you, it's not because Tottenham is that good, but we do have a voodoo over them, and I think the voodoo will continue this season. Don't be surprised if Man City don't even score at Spurs. Don't be surprised.
It's because you're at home, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
But even if we're not at home, even when we go away, we get results at the Etihad as well. It don't matter. Their hair, our ground, it don't matter. The voodoo works regardless. Etihad, all at our stadium, it works.
What's man saying? Why do Spurs have 2-week break until the North London derby?
Because we played teams that were in cup competitions. We were due to play Chelsea and we were due to play Man City. Those are our 2 games in hand, and them 2 teams play each other on Saturday. So that's why we've got the 2 weeks off. And Arsenal are having to play Chelsea on Tuesday. Do you get me? That's right. Unless we play Man City on Tuesday. But again, I don't know why. The way they've done the fixtures, that's what it is. Also, for Sky Sports and television, they want to televise the so-called Three Musketeers. They want to televise those games. So for scheduling purposes, we need to make way so that we can be watching the Three Musketeers from now to the end of the season. I
think Man City are going to drop points. Brighton and maybe maybe Nottingham Forest, man. I think with a Brighton manager, Zerbi, he's got something to prove, isn't he? Like, he's linked with all the big jobs, so he's got to make a statement this season on thinking, I can handle the big boys, because he's linked with Liverpool too, isn't he? No one knows where he's going. He's definitely leaving Brighton because they've already said the compensation is 35 million or something, is it?
Yeah.
So he's definitely even brighter. So if he wants to make a statement, no way to do it against Man City and I'm costing them the league title too. I'm putting in Liverpool in Arsenal's hands. So yeah,
I get the Man City on the Man City from before, but let's have a look at Liverpool because Deji, you're talking about Liverpool, bro. They've got a derby which is against Everton, yeah, and you already know about derbies. Anything can happen in a derby. Let's keep it real. Liverpool this season, let's keep it real. They've conceded a lot of chances, even in games recently of Brighton, Sheffield United. They went to Atlanta, and Atlanta completely exposed the fact that they leave too many spaces in behind, and they punished them. They put them to the sword. Now they got to play Tottenham. You guys like to press. You like to play a high line. You guys, the way you play is very similar to Atlanta. And if you put your chances to bed, you guys could, get points off of Liverpool. So they can also drop points, bro, against you guys. They got a derby. You know what I mean? They got Aston Villa. It's a tough team to play, Aston Villa. And a lot of times you don't know what you're going to play.
No one wants to play Villa Park, bro.
No one wants to play Villa, bro. They're a tough team, bro. So this is why I get that you're saying that Man City aren't the same team, but neither is Liverpool. Let's not forget how these men have been exposed this season at the back.
I totally hear you, bro. I totally agree. But like I said to you, none of the truth is, if football was to go on form, then Arsenal should win the league. But we know that the thing with Arsenal is it's April and they just can't get out their head. Liverpool, Man City, I'm not convinced.
If we beat you guys on Sunday, if we beat Chelsea and if we beat Chelsea,
if you beat Chelsea and Spurs, you've won the league.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because everyone. I know Liverpool beat that Fulham today, but when it's like Northside said, when you go to Villa Park, you know about it. They're going to Villa Park with the Unai Emery team is possessed, up for the game, want to get Champions League football. They're not dropping points against things, and you think they're gonna go there and say, "Oh, well, nah, man, this is a different league." And
the thing with
you guys, one thing about Tottenham, though, I'll give Tottenham credit when it's due. When they step it up, they step it up.
Yeah.
And like when you went to Anfield that year when you needed to get top 4, if you, I think you win your game in hands. I think you might win. I think you win your games out. But when you went to Anfield to get and you only needed a point to get top 4, what did you do? You done what you did. You went there, got a point. If anything, you should have won the game. Because it was, when Son scored, they said it was offside, but he was way on for me, bro. So if anything, you should have won the game. So that's what I'm saying. So Tottenham knows what to, like, in the last few games. So it's tough for everyone. Even
I'm not afraid of the Three Musketeers.
Yeah,
you don't really have anything to lose, though. You don't really have anything to lose, though, Deji. So I hear that. You ain't got, you guys ain't really, doing anything this season in terms of going for anything. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, not going for top 4, bro.
Yeah, but no trophies is what I'm saying. So you guys ain't really got nothing to lose, innit? Really and truly.
That's fine. I think.
Why is man like that? It's not a shot, I'm just saying, isn't it?
Hey, it felt like a shot.
I think with Everton, though, do you know what you're missing the point? I think, do you know what we got to put in consideration with Everton? You know why it's going to be a hard game for Liverpool, Northside? And Deji, you hear me out now, all right? Do you know why it's going to be a tough game? Because it's the last game in Goodison Park. And the last thing they want to do is lose against their rivalries in their last home, that's historic ground.
Bro.
No, I'm telling you.
Didn't they get slapped up? Who they get spanked by recently?
Oh, with Chelsea.
Chelsea.
But they won today. They won today, innit? So today they're gonna be going into confidence. Last game Goodison Park. They're a rivalry.
If you can get molested by Chelsea, you're gonna get molested by Liverpool.
No, but it's a derby, innit? It's a derby, innit?
I don't know.
It's a derby, man. It's like it's a derby. It's like when Arsenal and Man United. That Man United got beat, 4-0 against Brentford. We went and lost 3-1. That's what happens.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm so shameless. If I was in charge at Everton with that debacle of a performance that they did against Chelsea, I'll be looking at this fixture and saying, you know what? I don't give a damn if the fans are up in arms about this. Skip. I'd just be like, skip.
Do you agree with this? I'm a Spurs fan and we have horrendous record at Stamford Bridge and Anfield. We are not winning those games. Forget Champions League, Deji.
Look, he's right. Definitely right. Stamford Bridge, this is what I was saying to you earlier. When Chelsea play Arsenal, they roll down their pants and allow a wooden spoon to be beaten on their ass. But when they play Spurs, they're motivated. They want to beat us. They want to take our heads off. I don't quite get it. Anfield, we've been unlucky at Anfield for several years. Several years we've come away with a draw where we should have really won. But I was saying at the beginning of the season, it was high time we beat Liverpool because they were due a beating by Spurs. And I know
you robbed them. You robbed them.
We robbed them, but
decisions.
We robbed them, but you know they were due a beating. They all know it as well.
So now it's just now the bad decisions are just.
No, I just they were due a beating from Spurs. It's been a while. It's been a minute. What I will say is, I think that this Spurs fan should have a little bit more faith. Yes, on the face of it, Stamford Bridge and Anfield are difficult places for our club, but I think the pressure of the Prem and Postecoglou going at them, because he's going to go at them. The last couple of years, we sat back and allowed these guys to spank our bottoms. I think we can surprise people. I really do. I really think I think Chelsea get slapped up by us because that team is a disgrace. Chelsea will beat. Arsenal, I expect us to beat. Anfield, don't be surprised if Tottenham get a cheeky little result there. I can see Tottenham doing something. The only thing that's making it a bit tricky, and the only reason why I'm stuttering a bit, is we lost Udogie yesterday. And if he goes with Ben Davis, then all three of them teams slap us out. If Ben Davis is left back against Liverpool, Arsenal, and Man City, then I would tell everyone to close their eyes because it could be very nasty indeed.
I hear that. Quickly touch on relegation as well, if you have time. Which third side is going down? Who's staying up, in your opinions?
So I have to say that whatever my favorite team this season, and they do not deserve to go down, is Luton. These guys put in a shift. Every game they've battled, and for me, I would like to see Luton stay up because I actually think Forest go down. I think Luton have shown enough heart all season to pull something out the bag in these last few games. And I think on the face of it, performance-wise, I don't think anyone can begrudge him, in my opinion. Luton deserve to stay up. Burnley is down. Sheffield United is down. Forest is down. And Everton is safe.
I actually agree. I think Forest has been trashed this season. I think they're the ones to go down with the other two. What would you say, Philip?
No. I think Forest are going to stay up, bro. I think Forest will survive. I know they got Man City, but for some reason, it's going to be like a deja vu season where, remember last year we had to go to Forest and then they beat us. And they say that because they beat Arsenal 1-0. This guy, this Portuguese guy, he's going to keep him up. I got that feeling Forest are going to stay up.
You reckon?
I think Everton will beat. I think Everton will draw or either get something out of Liverpool and they guarantee safety. That's what I'm saying. It's that Liverpool game. It's gonna. I know Deji, Liverpool. You want them to win the league, I think, but it's gonna be that. It's gonna be the that
Everton team is dusty, bro. I can't lie to you.
No, I know that, but it's a derby, bro. They could be dusty all they want. But when it comes to Liverpool, it's a derby. They're gonna get it. Listen, that's gonna be their Champions League Cup final, FA Cup final, Europa League final, Carabao Cup final, whatever, World Cup final, Intertotal Cup final, whatever cup you want to call it. That Everton team there, that's going to be their final. They're going to get that 3 points or draw that game, and then it's going to go back. So that means they're going to guarantee safety if they get a draw or point in that game, and they can go on, draw, and they're safe. Long as they get something out of that game, and they know it's their final, Everton is safe. But when it comes to Nottingham Forest, I like the attitude of their manager. He said, I'm not going to sit here and worry about the conspiracy. We're going to just concentrate on what we're going to do on the pitch. Now, it's down to the FA to do something right for the first time in their lives and let the game roll and give a decision to them. Because, bro, all season they've been robbed, bro. So if they get a penalty against Man City and it's blatant, they got to give it to them.
Yeah.
Do you get me? Bro, I do sympathize for them a little bit. Come on, bro. Like, against Liverpool, bro, they had 99 minutes to get an equaliser. 99 minutes. Where'd you get that from, bro? You get me? It's like that Jay-Z tune. I got 99 problems, but a goal ain't one, innit, bro? Do you get me, bro?
Yeah.
Bro, 99 minutes is a joke, bro.
Mm.
Do you get me? And you know what? Even Pep Guardiola come out and said, what's going on in the league, bro? You're giving people 99 minutes to score goals. It never happened, bro. But it happened against Forest. Today, 3 penalty decisions happened against Forest, bro. It's bad, bro. But they get out their luck.
Yeah.
And I hope, and the next one to come against Man City. Come on, Forest. Stay up.
I don't think so,
faith
man.
in you.
I just think when it comes to the relegation fight, it's about momentum. And Nottingham Forest have been dusty, like Northside has said. And Luton, if anyone's going to scrap out a point here and there, Luton have the kahunas to do it. I don't think Nottingham Forest have the kahunas.
I find Liverpool my job. Do you know? Like I find West Ham's another pipe baller team. You know, West Ham. They lost 5-0 and they beat us 2-0. So going to West Ham's a hard fixture. Whoever goes there, bro.
That team is also very dusty. I can't even lie to you, man. I went to see the game live against Spurs. It was one of the dustiest games I've ever seen in my life. I ain't never going back there. You know, it was dusty, man. West Ham is a place. And Lawless, I'll be chopping that brother up on Dan Potts' show on Wednesday. Don't you worry, because that brother there, I'm going to end his career. Do you know what I mean? He needs to come off. His season's done now. Stop streaming.
5-2. West Ham 5-2 against Palace, man. Palace cooked them.
They did.
I mean, my boys, Elise and Eze, bro, ballers, bro.
Oh, at least it's
quality. One thing I've realized though, Crystal Palace is literally a 2-man team. If you've got Elise and Eze on the pitch, they can literally go toe to toe. That's in fact, I think Tottenham need to get Eze and Elise if we're serious next season about Champions League football. That's the sort of players, that's the sort of impact that we need. Because them 2 men, they're madness. It's like having 2 Zahas on the pitch. Zaha was a madman.
Elise is coming to Arsenal, bro.
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
Elise is coming to Arsenal.
Yes.
We need Elise. We need him at Arsenal in, bro. He's quality.
No. You lot are getting some next person.
Nah.
You lot are getting Rafina or something like that. You know what I mean?
You can have him. You can have him. You can have him.
I don't want Rafina, mate. I want Lisa and Eze.
Yeah. Aren't you happy with Werner, bro? Sign him up on a permanent.
No, be stupid. let me say, bro. Look, we know that there are people stealing a living, and I'm not gonna lie. Werner and a couple of these Tottenham guys are stealing. Look,
Johnson, yeah?
Daniel Levy, I know what.
Basuma. What about Basuma?
Bro, all of them.
He's better than Rice, he said. He's better than Rice.
Nah, he's definitely not. Basuma is too much in the Louis Vuitton. For me, if you want me, I can save your club money. Daniel Levy, I know you've liked and subscribed to Northside from time. Give me the job. Give me Basuma's role. I would do it for 150 quid a game. Save yourself 90 bags a week.
Deji, your trophy cabinet is more dusty than Michael Myers killing people in Halloween.
Thank you, AFC. Thank you. Always trolling, man. Thank you. Just make sure your team does something. Because if your team doesn't, it means I was right. It means that Arsenal and Spurs are on par. And Northside agrees with me. We said this the other day. So, AFC, before you start shaking your bum violently, the only thing I would say to you is do something.
Make sure you're liking and subscribing to Deji and Forward. Both the links to their channels in the description and the title. And listen, I'm chilled right now because Forward has overgassed a lot of these players at this club. Forward has been behind a lot of them, taking photos with El Nene, backing in Nketiah, backing Reece Nelson getting a new car. Don't think I haven't forgotten, yeah? I'm cool right now.
Deji, can I say something before?
The end of the season, yeah? You're going to have a whole show.
You're
going to have a whole show dedicated, yeah, to whooping you, bro. No.
Deji, can I say something, no, Deji?
You have spoken rubbish. And don't think, because I'm allowing you to live right now, don't think I've forgotten all the chess. Deji, am I lying?
Man, well, you're not lying.
Am I lying? Don't make me get the winners do that. Don't think,
Deji,
yeah, you're gonna come in.
ready.
You know what he's doing?
The
Let
war
me
is
tell you
coming.
something, yeah. He keeps coming here and he's going on with the chill thing. Yeah, it's not good enough. Yeah, the performance it wasn't really good. No. Yeah, Deji, what was he doing? Shaking his what?
Shaking his bum violently.
Violently for these players.
Deji, let me tell you something, though, cuz.
Don't think I've forgotten.
Don't
We're
worry
gonna
about
do
you
a
and let me say that,
special
but let me
show
tell
for
you
Cookie.
YouTube or something, all right?
Yeah,
Don't
we've
think
got
I've
a
forgotten.
special show. You know, like a Christmas
I'm
extra.
ready.
Wait,
Can I
Deji,
say
you know,
something,
like
Deji?
Christmas extra. That's what we're gonna do for him.
Deji, listen, Deji, I'm ready for war. But Deji, can I say something,
Christmas
Deji?
cookout, just for
Deji,
forward.
I want to say something to Deji, all right? Because Deji understands this, because Deji is a man of intelligence, a man of integrity, and a man of honor.
I ain't forgot,
All right,
bro.
Deji, let me say this. Deji is a man of it. Let me repeat what I said. Deji is a man with integrity and a man of honor. And a man is, to me, he's in my high status. He's a very good man. Deji, all these YouTubers, especially NorthsideLDN and all the rest of them, were disrespecting my cousin, Shaka. And I said, if we had 11 Shakas in the team last season, we would have won the league. He went to Germany, bro, for 6 weeks. They were 2 points behind Bayern Munich for 6 weeks. My cousin said, nah, I'm not playing with these little weak fan base. You're listening to me, the Albanian king. And what happens? Here's a title. He left. My cousin,
you know what?
He's
disrespected. Like it's because of him, yeah? We had Xhaka last season. How come we didn't win then if he's the difference?
Because fans like you believe last season? Because fans like you followed the bum players, not the real players.
Fans like me.
Fans like you.
Yeah?
I can't wait for him.
Yeah? And don't even try it. Yeah? No, hold on. You, yeah, were shaking your bum violently for Nketiah. You're shaking your bum violently for El Nene. You're shaking your bum violently for Reece Nelson. You shook your bum violently for Zinchenko. You shook your bum violently for Jesus. All these players, yeah, that are now not performing, yeah, and not good enough, you shook your bum violently. So don't worry, end of the season, yeah, we got a special cookout just for you.
Listen, let me tell you.
And then you're going to be invited, yeah?
All the players that
I'm going to be the mediator.
Don't think forward. Because you know what he's doing now, yeah? If you've noticed, yeah, because all of his predictions are in the mud, he wants to play Mr. Nice Guy now. No. I'm happy, me. I'm happy with my club. Your mouth. Don't think I forgot.
I'm ready, bro. I'm happy.
I'm
happy. Yo,
don't worry.
Deji,
yeah?
Listen, do you know what I'm a master?
Special fried rice just for you, bro. Special fried rice, yeah? Special cookout, Christmas cookout. I'm telling you right now.
All I'm going to tell you is, Deji.
Don't in the mud with the top gooners. Don't try and come over here with the real ones, yeah? You're there. We know.
Listen, I'm going to school you and all the rest of you. I'm ready for war. I'm ready for war, bro. I tell you, all I got to say this is, my cousin done me proud. That's all I got to say.
Nice. He thought he could get away with it. He thought he could get away with it.
I'm not getting away with nothing, bro. Yeah? I'm ready for war.
No, you're not, because you're going to be a thumbnail real soon. And I'm not going to tell you when it's happening.
Oh, here he goes now. With all his rubbish.
Yeah? Don't worry. You're going to jump on live. I'll quickly switch the thumbnail, yeah? You won't know. The topic of the channel will change. The video will just change.
I'm coming.
This guy stressing me out. Yeah, 2 seasons in a row. You think you're going to get away with it?
Nah. Bro. I got something for you anyway, bro. Don't worry about that.
One of you, one thing is guaranteed. One of you is cooking one of you, because if Arsenal win, Northside, you know you're in the mud forward.
I hope I am in the mud. I hope I am, because I actually just want this club to win major honor. If I get cooked for Arsenal win a major, I'll be cook me, yeah. Because what are you cooking?
Very easy. He's going to get the pots and pans.
Yeah, I'll be like this. You remember Ronaldo when he lifted the trophy? I'll just be like this. I'll be holding the Premier League, bro. Does man think it's gonna hurt me? I was like, what's Fuad saying? Sorry, I'm busy. Hold on, Fuad. Yeah, the league is calling. Yeah, major honors. You know what I'm saying? I got trophies, bro.
Yo, listen. If we win the league, all right, bro. Forget your little slipper. Forget your little spoon, bro. I'm coming with something illegal. I'm just warning you, bro.
You better relax, bro. This ain't Diddy, bro. Man's trying to. I don't know what's man trying to do to me, bro.
No, I don't do that Diddy shit, bro. I'm from the Middle East, bro. We don't come with that nonsense, bro. They get over my area, bro.
Listen, big up to everyone that's locked in. Make sure you like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe also to the boys, Prince Fuad's channels in the link. Also,
show Daddy support, people. Show Daddy support, man.
Yeah, man. Show Deji some support.
Show Deji support, bruh. You know.
Go like and subscribe to him, and please report back any nonsense that he does. Please send me the clips, and we will definitely cook him. The same with Prince Fuad as well. This is why he doesn't upload, because he doesn't want me to have the content. Yeah, but you know what? I'm gonna do my Googles. I'm gonna go back. Don't worry, I got time. I'm gonna go back, and I'm gonna review some of the stuff and all the crap that you've been saying, bro. Don't worry.
I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it.
I'm ready, man. But for our North Side, definitely it's North London Derby week. So at some point we need to link up again to do our little, you know, conversation for this weekend's game. But I'll let Tuesday pass. Let's see what you guys do Tuesday.
Give us your thing for the North London Derby, bro. Your prediction.
2-1 Spurs. What? That you see that laugh there? You see, you know what time is it? I'm clipping this. Shameless laughing. Shameless laughing.
I never said anything.
I am clipping this 1 hour, 90
Am I not allowed to laugh? Am I not allowed to laugh?
On Northside show. You know what? This weekend, that's how I'm starting my show. Is this. What's the prediction? I said 2-1 Spurs, and Northside went into hysterics. That's it. Don't you worry. Don't you worry, mate.
Look, I'm putting on the time. Like it's the school register.
Yes, I've written it down.
I think on that point, Northside, I think you should wrap up.
Oh, this guy. Listen, we'll soon speak, man. Big up Fuad, big up Deji Spurs, and yeah, we're out, man. Love people, safe.